Waiting for it to become available. Here we go. Okay. Ready.
I just hope England don't waste my time today
Mm,
and just play. We see some decent football. Let's
yeah.
see if there's any changes to this team. The team looks the same. I think the only difference is we've finally been freed of Trent. I thought we were gonna have to do this Trent Alexander thing in midfield all tournament. It would have been so painful. But yeah, we finally been rescued this torture of seeing Trent Alexander, this right back, play central midfield, bro, while he's leaving ballers at home. This guy is playing Trent in midfield. My lord,
Yep. Really good, clear
it's
quality.
crazy. So
Beautiful.
at least
Beautiful.
the one good thing is, like I said, we have been freed.
Mm,
The next big thing that needs to happen is Southgate needs to be sacked. That's the ultimate freedom.
yeah. And
To
not,
be free of the shackles of Gareth Southgate and the way he sees football.
I hope he doesn't ever come to Man United.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm tired of mediocrity. This country is so mediocre in so many ways, and they love it. They love their mediocrity as long as it makes them feel good.
Yeah, because feelings are important.
Yeah, yeah. Southgate just needs to go to hell.
A
That's it. It's go
lot of
to
people feel
hell.
that way as well. I saw a quote that Declan Rice came out saying, talking about Trent, saying, "You guys, for years, you begged him or Trent to be played in midfield, and now
No
he's
one
playing in
did
mid."
that. Nobody did that.
I'm like, who
The
begged
only
that? I don't know.
no, even Liverpool fans.
Okay, so Liverpool fans, that was
Even
it. Liverpool.
Liverpool fans are saying, no, no, no. Trent, you can't play Trent in midfield. People have said that he'll be better in midfield than he is, but that shows you everything. How can you be playing right back and you're so shit at your job at being a right back? Yeah, that people are like, "Do you know what? He's not that good as a right back. He keeps getting caught. He keeps blah blah blah, and he's got good passing ability. Why don't we play him in central midfield?" That's how they. That's the kind of thinking that they do. That's the kind of way they treat some people like Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
He's tall. Why don't we play him as the deepest line defensive midfielder? Bro, he's never been that guy, bro. Paul Pogba's a box-to-box midfielder. That's what he is. Like, there's no sense in some of these things. It's just he can do one thing really well because which is cross the ball with his right foot. And so because he can do that, let's play him in central midfield, bro. Do you know the kind of vision you need to be playing in that position? Do you know the kind of intelligence you need to play that position?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to have eyes in your back of your head. Playing right back here and only having one side of the field to look at is different from playing in the middle of the field and having left, right, up, down. You have to be aware. You have to be on a pivot. Playing the central mid, it's an intelligent area of the field. You are the engine of the
Yeah,
whole team.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Trent Alexander will never be that for no football club because that's not just because he can cross the ball doesn't mean he's a central midfielder. It's so pathetic, man. And the fact that Gareth Southgate is willing to play this guy
Mm.
in central midfield, a position that Liverpool don't really want to play him in, and he's willing to do it at a big Euro tournament, play out a position or play out some tactics that he's never done when you got midfielders that you can actually play. It's crazy. The quality, one thing I've noticed, the quality of central midfielders in England is poor. Because the other day we were talking about it and we're like, who are the central midfielders?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hold a second, there are no central midfielders. All the central midfielders have been turned into AMs, attacking midfielders. The ones that are technically gifted are now seen as attacking midfielders. And I'm like, hold on a second. Even the players like Ross Barkley and those sort of guys, yeah, some people will see them as attacking midfielder, but no, they're not, bro. Ross Barkley is a box to box midfielder.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, when you talk about it, it just makes me realize a lot of people do not understand football. I mean, you don't have to understand it to watch it, you can just enjoy it. But when people want to give their 2 cents, two pennies, and
Look
they're
at
not.
you. Look at you talking about people that understand football.
No, I
I would
probably
love
include
to
myself in that as well. That's why I'm listening to you.
get that knowledge up.
Mm. Oh, it's been so hot today.
I don't like English defenders being managers.
Hmm.
Whether it's Gary Neville being the manager, whether it's Jamie Carragher, all of these dead ballers, yeah, that can't even do a basic skill probably, yeah. I'm trying to coach other ballers.
Mm.
That's why these guys can only play some pragmatic. That's why Southgate can only play a boring, pragmatic style of football because he's a boring, pragmatic person. There we go. Hopefully, we can score this. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oops.
Offside.
Huh.
Ooh. That is poor from Foden, though. Tell you why that's poor from Foden.
Why?
Because his first touch should have been driving towards the goal. There was about 2 or 3 yards, yeah, gap between him and the defender. And then after about 4 touches, the defender made up about 2 or 3 yards on him.
Mm.
Soon as he got the ball, rather than continue his run wide, his first touch, yeah, should have been inside. That way, that defender could only do one thing, and that's foul him. That's the only thing he could do. One thing you get taught, yeah, is if you can run towards the goal rather than away from it and cut across the defender, that cuts them out of the game. Because the only thing they can do is clip your legs or just watch you as you run. That's it.
Mm-mm.
I don't get what's going on here. We don't see nothing. How many views and nothing.
Yeah, I think it's signed you out again.
Oh.
It's acting weird. So I think once you put that back in, it will show everything again. Oh, that's so nice. Slovenia have got highlighted the love in their name. Hmm.
I need my book now. I don't even know if I'm writing the right password.
Oh, okay.
Get that. Get that. This dead game already. No, it's dead already. To be fair,
Yeah, I mean, no one's really doing anything. Just passing the back ball, passing back to each other, pass a little bit to the defenders, pass a little bit to the midfielders, the wing, and go back to the defenders.
I hate this Google thing because it's always trying to send me messages to my thing and all these things. I'm like, what? To help your company, really, like, bro, why do you also do that? Bro? Sign me in.
Oh.
I thought I had it vibrating.
Oh. Yeah.
Why did you put?
Sorry, I didn't. It's just when you stood up, everything fell down to the side.
You saw that the remote was on the seat and you didn't want to pick it up.
I just used it because the sound.
Yeah, but it was there on the seat,
Oh,
and you
sorry.
know I'm about to sit down, and you could have just picked it up.
Sorry.
I might even do the second half, depending how this goes. I'm maybe to be honest. Nothing's working, mic's not working, nothing's being checked. I thought I'd go home and find everything's working. Mhm.
I think there might be something up with these mics because even when I recorded on the phone earlier, it was like a little bit. It was like the Wi-Fi wasn't holding the whole time, or the Bluetooth.
Mm. Come on, Slovenia. That's out now. Well done, but he should have went that way. That's not. He's not a good footballer. Why did he like? Come on, bro. Why would you want to go that way when the whole space is on the left hand side for you now? Everyone's going down the right hand side, and everyone's had to stop and do this. Two Slovenia players, and then you've got the ball as a Slovenia player, and you're gonna go down the same congested side, bruv, and all the spaces on the left. Yeah. Does he get booked? Yes.
Hmm.
It also reminds you how many foreign players are in the Premier League. Because you're looking around, England don't have a supply left back. They have to keep playing Trippier. They still have to be playing Kyle Walker. And I'm like, who are the left backs in the Premier League? And I'm thinking that all the left backs, the top clubs and whatnot, they're all foreign players.
Hmm.
And apart from Trent playing right back for Liverpool, when I think of United's right back, Dallo,
Hmm.
I mean, Luke Shaw is, I guess, United's left back, but Dallo, then I think of your right back. I guess your right back's Ben White. City's, City's right back is also Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, no. I have to correct myself. When I think about Chelsea right back, in fact, if all the right backs were fit, it would have been decent. But then again, this is Southgate. It doesn't matter. The best right back in the country by a long mile
Mhm.
is Reece James. And yes, he's injury prone or whatnot. But if he's not injured right now and he's fit, and Southgate has dropped him, then once again, I don't know what to say to you about Southgate. Like Trent can't be playing ahead of Reece James if Reece James is fit. You can't do it. But Southgate will lie. He'll be like, it's about how well you play, and it's about all these things, and he will play his favourites the same way.
Yeah, that's why I think a lot of
But
players.
I'm thinking, hold on a second, there's no English right backs, and I'm like, hold on a second. I went through all literally the top 5 clubs. Every one of them, the main right backs are English. I'm like, hold on a second, yeah, Kyle Walker for Man City. You can Dallo for United, actually. So that's the probably odd one out. But we still got AWB and Wan-Bissaka to play there.
True.
Then you got Ben White. He plays there a lot of times for you guys. Arsenal, Man City. Then
Yeah.
Trent for Liverpool, and then like I said, Reece James for Chelsea. I can't remember who Tottenham's right back is. But yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember Tottenham's either.
that's nice. There you go.
Offside.
Finally, we see a goal, a good goal. Do you know what? That goal's offside, but that's the kind of football that I want to see from England. Was it Saka? That's offside. No, it's Phil. It's not Saka, bro. There's no way Saka's offside, man. Yeah, I don't like Saka's not. Saka can't be offside in that position because all Phil Foden's done is pass it straight. He's not passing it forward. You don't be offside if you pass the ball forward. Phil Foden's, if anything, he passed it slightly back, which means you cannot be offside. There's no offside. There's no talk about offside. I thought, what is he talking about? Once again, his brain went, oh, Saka's offside. I'm like, no, 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 no. To me, the only person that could be offside in that move is Phil Foden. That's the only time the ball was paid forward. Get ready to blame Saka, bro. Saka did the right thing. He was in the right place. All Phil had to do is, once again, time his run better.
Mm.
Twice now being offside. And there's no reason for him to be offside. Oh, this ref again. Trossard's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, calm Dracula. I don't know what is that supposed to be. Ah, Count Dracula. I don't know what. He looks like a Dracula, man.
Oh, because yeah, he's got.
Both him and Trossard, man. Trossard has them Dracula dark circles. But yeah, I'm only gonna do the first half, guys. Whoever's watching this, because nothing's working, and it's actually getting me mad. I can't see the chats or nothing on screen. The mics are not working. I'm yeah. It's just not one of them. It's not one of them days. Good days.
Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't. Hmm? Well, why is it? It's actually logged you in rather than.
What else is happening in this group? Is the other group game at the same time as well?
Yeah, that I don't know, but it must be shown on ITV2 or something because I didn't see anything on BBC or maybe ITV3 or something like that. Oh yeah, well offside.
I refuse to be bored to death by this game. At least when you've got 2 games, you've got an option.
Yeah.
I've I've been bored to death by 2 games rather than one. And that's another reason why I'm probably going to end the stream is because I know this game is not going to be a good game. The England matches for me are the worst matches in this tournament.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
And I'm like, is it because I'm a bit more emotionally invested and I'm disappointed? Is that why? And I'm like, no, because that's crap. Look what Jude Bellingham just did.
Hmm.
What was that? It just like I just don't understand that. That's crap.
And the only goal's been offside.
Like England are literally in the easiest group in the tournament,
Hmm.
and they haven't played any good football. Look at that! Look at that pass from Declan Rice. Is that? Oh,
That was good by there, Slovenia.
Sheshko. These strikers are so bad. I mean, I look at people like Sheshko and everyone talking about him and Arsenal in for him or whatever, right?
Huh.
And you guys, they asking for 70 million or whatever. I don't know whatever. And I'm looking at these footballers, these Hoylands, Haalands, and Seshko's, these flipping Scandinavian fuckers, yeah. Well, even though Seshko's from Slovenia, but anyway, we move on. Like, and they're just not ever worth their money, bro. Like, they're the stinkiest footballers, yeah. Some of them are really good strikers. Like Haaland is a good striker. When he swings his left foot, it usually connects really well, and he's usually quite accurate. But his all round game is shit. He's a shit footballer.
Mm.
Perfect example of what I say to my guys: shit footballer, but good striker. You're good at the little things that we ask you to do, but ask you to do anything out of that, you are bad.
Mm.
You're not good. And I'm tired of these shit footballers that can just do their job and can't do anything else, bruv.
Mm-mm.
And these are the footballers here that we love, a lot of us. Those sort of footballers. The stats guys, the goals and assists guys.
And for the people who like stats,
Yeah, man.
England's got no shots on target and no shots. I said, even though they did actually score a goal, I guess they don't count offside
Yeah, of
stuff.
course not.
So
That's normal.
0-0, and we're quarter of the way through
That's
the
normal.
game.
Didn't England go like the whole game without scoring?
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It's one of the ones where that's not a good pass from like it's not the best pass from Foden, but any other player than Harry Kane is getting that. Do you know what? Because Harry Kane was literally on his heels,
Mm.
and he was actually taking a step back rather than taking a step forward. If Harry Kane was going forward in that movement, he's walking into that pass. He's walking into it. But because Phil Foden did that skip and Harry Kane's doing that, he's walking away and then he has to,
Yeah.
So I'm like, even stuff like that is it's nuanced. And most people would be like, terrible pass from Foden. And I'm like, do you know what? The pass isn't, that Foden pass to Harry Kane wasn't terrible. It was quick, but it wasn't terrible. For me, if you can't dribble with the ball or move from A to B with the ball as a striker, you're not good to me. You're not a good footballer.
Mm.
Like every striker, yeah, that I rated back in the day, whether your name was Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and even Ruud van Nistelrooy to a certain extent could wasn't the best dribbler, but Ruud van Nistelrooy could at least move from A to B with the ball. Some of these strikers can't dribble, and that's probably why a lot of wingers now are being turned into strikers.
Yeah. Trying to.
They're trying to turn Mbappe into a striker, but Mbappe is not no striker, bro. Mbappe can't play with his back to goal. He will score goals playing in that position, playing for Real Madrid, because Real Madrid will give him loads of chances, and he's a good footballer. But he ain't a striker, bro. He's not. He's not a Hernan Crespo, bro. He's not a Shevchenko. All of these strikers. He's not Christian Vieri. He's not. He's not none of them guys, bro. He's not that. I'm hungry as well. This is not a good day. It's not a good day. And where are the blue skies? There we go. There you go. Oh, Harry Kane. Harry Kane is so useless, bro. Harry Kane, yeah, with the defender behind him, with his slow ass body movements, yeah, just controlled the ball and it turned. He didn't even turn properly and just wanted to shoot. I'm like, bro, there's literally a defender. What do you want to do right now? There's literally a defender right there. You can't shoot through him. You gotta do more than that, Harry Kane, man. Flipping it. Oh, look at that. Look what he's doing. He's trying to do back heels.
That was.
Nah, Harry Kane's taking a piss.
Now we've got a comment from Orhan. England is very passive and slow.
Yeah, they're not good. There's no like one touch football that you're seeing right now.
Mm-mm.
I always tell people, listen, if you want to move people out of position in order to exploit space and score goals, you always have to move the ball quickly. Just move it quick. And right now, you ain't got that for England. Ooh. There we go. Harry Kane shooting again.
Straight to the goalkeeper. Should I heat up some food?
No, I can't even. You have to even eat. What is it? That salmon and rice?
Salmon, rice, and corn.
Yeah, I was dead. I can't eat it. Today's a new day. It's like, it was like rice and then salmon. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
I know, because
So
yes,
you got to eat the rice and the rice, and the rice is
it
not.
wasn't meant to be
It's
that
not
much
like
rice.
when it's like sometimes sticky rice or something like that. But when it's just rice like that, and you just eat rice and white rice and the little tiny bit of salmon go, it's just like this is not enjoyable at all.
Yeah.
I think I think potato works best with fish than rice. I don't think rice works with fish.
Mm.
A lot of times, unless it's like maybe like rice and peas, whatever. White rice and stuff like that. No, you can't.
Yeah.
I realize you can't do it.
I mean,
It's not allowed.
it was meant to be with veg and corn, but because we just got hungry, we heated up what was ready,
No,
and I
I'd
didn't eat
rather
the rest.
wait. I'd rather wait and enjoy my dinner, or tell you to come off stream and do it while I do the rest of the stream. No, them ones.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Why is it so slow? Why is it? Look at this. Slow, slow. Uh. When I watch Saka play, yeah, I'm like, this guy is so. A lot of times I watch him, I'm like, this guy is so mediocre with what he does, bruv. I've never, like, he's never a footballer that will make me get off my seat like Saka. Like, he's not, doesn't play football that way.
Mm.
He does the right things. He does all like passes the ball where he needs to pass it and all these things, but he just, for a winger, it's just not it for me. Huh?
That was weird.
Like, and we think he's good because he can shield the ball very well and win fouls. That's his main strength for me. To put himself between the defender and the ball and to go down all the time.
Hmm.
That's his main strength.
Yeah, he does that. Does happen a lot.
That's all I see him do. I just want to see him just nutmeg somebody or do a step over or drag the ball back or just do something saucy because you're a winger, right? Where the Phil Foden will drop his shoulder, cut inside, do a step over, and like I just want him to do something saucy, and he's just not that guy. And I'm like, what do people see in Saka to call him world class, bruv? Because I struggle to see many world class footballers. I don't think world class footballers really. There are some around, but I think they don't really exist anymore. Oof.
Hmm.
I just feel to imagine if Foden's playing in Saka's position and then cutting in the way he does for Man City and then smacking it into top corner. I'm like, one of these games, just play Phil Foden on the left, drop Saka, play Bowen or someone else on the right, and I'm telling you, England already. And it's not even Saka's not even the problem. It's not like we're taking Saka out because Saka's a problem. It's because the team will just flow better with playing your best players, and Phil Foden is better on the right than Saka. Like I'll argue with anybody, Phil Foden's better on the right hand side than Saka is, even though Saka's technically a winger and Phil Foden's a midfield player.
Mm.
If you just carry that on, but I don't know if Slovenia can score goals. Good boy. I'm scared he was only some foolish shit. That's the only pass he could make. Good, good. Ah, lucky Slovenia. Slovenia. Give it to him, give it to him. Okay. Ah, what are you guys doing, Slovenia? I want the Ops to win. I want Slovenia to win.
Osman in the chat says, "What is with the Saka slander? He is electric."
Electric?
Uh,
Electric how?
Foden's best position is obvious, in front of Rodri, to the left of Bernardo Silva, and never more than 30 yards from KDB at all times. Sarcastic.
That's funny. That's a KDB. KDB holds Foden's hands. That's no KDB's Foden's dad. And it's funny
He
because
would
I
be.
don't listen. KDB hasn't even played that well this season.
Yeah, that's true.
Foden is the guy this season. Foden's been Man City's player of the season, and arguably Foden is the player of the season. Like, how many players are in contention for that award? Like, Foden to me is a player of the season. Man City won the league, and he was arguably their best player,
Mm.
right? And he played a lot of his game, like I said, coming off the right hand side. A lot of it, but he did also play for Man City, and Man City play a certain side of football that's conducive for Phil Foden. But right now, Phil Foden's playing for this dead England team.
Mm.
Phil Foden, Phil Foden's one of them guys who's used to just like give and go, used to just getting the ball and whatnot, and he's playing with these players and it's just dead. I'm not saying Saka's rubbish, by the way. I feel like I need to always caveat my Saka slander by first of all saying I think he's a good footballer.
Mm.
It's just that the praise that he gets, yeah. When I watch him play football, like right now, we're all watching him play football right now,
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, cool. This is how he plays all the games. And when I see Arsenal play the big games,
Yeah.
he doesn't turn up. Never, ever. Not in the Champions League games. Not in most of the big games. He gets like he plays a standard game. He gets like a 6 out of 10. He does his job. I just don't. I always say to Arsenal fans, if you guys want to win the league, you gotta have somebody who plays on the right hand side with Saka. You guys play Saka for like 100 games.
Yeah.
This guy never takes a rest.
No.
Ever. He plays game after game after game. From the age of, how old is he now? 22, 23?
Yeah.
From the age of 18, this guy's played every game for Arsenal.
Yeah.
He doesn't get any rest. Full on burnout every season. Yeah. And there's no one else really to come on for him. You need a squad.
Yeah, we do need some more
Oh,
players. Another chat from Orhan. If England's going to score, it will come from Saka's side. That's his contribution.
if England's gonna score.
Yeah.
But mind you, both chances that were created today were created from the left hand side.
Yeah.
Foden side. But yeah, it's just because England don't have a winger on the right that stays wide. Finish. Oh, lucky.
Mhm. Missed chance.
A missed chance right there. And understand, yeah, Saka's black like the flipping ace of spades, yeah. I'm a black man, so like I love this kid. I want the kid to do well. It's not hate.
Mm. Yeah, no, I know you. Saka's.
It's critique. It's me when I see certain things, yeah, that are not just, yeah, that are not just or justified, whatever word you want to use.
Mm.
I'm always like, what? When I see Sancho get treated a certain way, Jaden, and I think Jaden's a much better footballer than Saka is. Like, he could do much more on the ball than Saka could do.
Mm.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
see
Jaden.
that Jaden can't get into this team, but Saka is worshipped. Like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, no, no, I can't do it. But I do like Saka. He's just slightly overrated for me. That's all. Like Jude Bellingham, I could spend a good half an hour talking about Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham. Because Jude Bellingham is similar. He is that guy that's like, hold on a second, let's watch Jude Bellingham play. And then you watch Jude Bellingham play, and then you watch Musiala play, both number 10s, technically, if you want to call them that, and you're thinking, hold on a second. Like, yes, Jude Bellingham's got a good shot on him, and he's strong and he's athletic and everything, but Musiala is a better footballer. Yet, Jude Bellingham's going to be winning the Ballon d'Ors and whatnot. I don't know, man. The hype of Jude Bellingham it's weird to me. He's a good footballer. Once again, he's very good. But the way that he's been spoken about now, this 19-year-old, it's like, bro, he's not Zidane.
No.
Like, he's not Paul Pogba. He's not like any of those. He's not as good as any of those midfielders. Harry Kane. It's just frustrating watching this, knowing, yeah, that Jack Grealish could be here.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish, yeah, is one of the few English players that play on the left hand side of midfield.
Mm.
Yeah, who's arguably world class. That's won Champions League, won trebles. He's done it all. Played football in the most heated conditions. He can play on his left hand side, and he would hold that left hand side, and he'll be tormenting those defenders, cutting it back, cutting in, crossing the ball. But man did not want to bring him,
Yeah.
and instead, yeah, he's playing Phil Foden on that side, where, like I said, Phil Foden plays the opposite side. It's Gareth, man. Gareth Southgate is actually making me mad when I think about it. Once again, 45 minutes of football. that I'm never gonna get back in my life.
Nothing's really happened.
Nothing's happened. I don't want anything good for England. I don't want anything good for this team.
Yeah.
Saka needs to flip in and go play for Nigeria, where he's from. I'd rate him more. Then I'll start liking him. Where's he from? Nigeria.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what he needs to play for, man.
Yeah.
Play for the motherland.
If all players chose to play for the other parentage rather than England would be the
I don't get
much
this
worse.
whole England fascination anyway, because the way I see it is this. Every player, black player, whatever you want to call it, yeah, we all know racism. We all know the treatment of footballers, right? And we all can see what happens to certain players when they play for England.
Mm.
Based on that, yeah, I'm not playing for England. If I have the opportunity now, right, to play for England or play for Jamaica, if I was a footballer, I'm playing. I'm at peace, yeah. Even if Jamaica might not win anything, I'll be worshipped and adored in Jamaica. There's no way I'm gonna be abused by the color. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not. What is the whole point of that? Like,
Yeah.
especially someone like Saka, yeah, who's not far removed from Nigeria. I'm pretty sure his mum and dad will be like, Saka. So it's not like he's like 10th generation or something. Like he doesn't know Nigeria. Oh, and that doesn't not the Saka. That goes for other players, man. Dusty
I
England
think
team.
when you're this famous, this rich, and this sheltered, most of the time, you can actually like avoid like
Wow.
hearing.
And the half finish is literally like 44
Yeah,
minutes.
he didn't even.
44 minutes. Ha! 44 minutes and like 57 seconds. The referee just blew the whistle and he's like, no, 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 no. I've seen enough of you two teams.
You got another comment in the chat. Bellingham has gone to Real Madrid and absolutely bossed it. Starred his first season on the biggest stage in club football. He is a difference maker. He's done loads of equalisers and winners in big moments.
Yeah, yeah. But if I was, that's all true. He's gone to Real Madrid, but the way I see it is this. He has gone to Real Madrid and he has scored goals. Was it 18, 20 goals?
Something like that.
Something like that. An assist or something. And he has done well. He has. But I will say this about Jude Bellingham. He is a good footballer. Like the way when I'm critiquing these guys, yeah, I'm not saying they're shit. I'm usually saying they're overhyped and they're not as good as people make it out. Don't ever get it twisted, yeah. Vinny and Rodri, yeah, and these guys need to pay attention. They're the ones that make it happen for Real Madrid. Just because Jude Bellingham turns up at the right time and like Lampard does and scores a header and look at Jude Bellingham's goals for Madrid, yeah. Look at all of them, and they're good goals. But it's Vinny doing the work a lot of times and Jude smacking the ball. But do you know what I'm saying? And that's good. Jude Bellingham is the only striker that they play with because they play with kind of split strikers and Jude behind them.
Mm.
So he's playing for Real Madrid, the best football club in the world. He's gonna get 100 million chances.
Yeah.
Like I said last stream, yeah. Apparently, Ronaldo played for Madrid and scored 50 goals. So I know the player who's playing in that position should be scoring at least 30 goals.
Yeah.
Jude Jude Bellingham, if he's as good as everyone says he is, he should be scoring at least 30 goals every season for Madrid in that position. He should be. So what he's doing for Madrid right now, and you guys need to understand this, please. What he's doing for Madrid right now is not special. It is not really. It's not really that special. It isn't. It's really good, but you can't call what Ronaldo was doing special and then say what Jude's saying is no, no. But he's still good. Maybe I'm being hard on Jude, maybe. But when I watch him actually play, and this is a difference between me and others. People talk about all the goals he scored, and I'm like, that's really good. He can be a difference maker and he can be a winner. That is also true. But when you actually watch him play football, watch his first touch, watch his understanding of the game, his reading of the game, watch his passing, you soon realize that, hold on a second, this guy is not an attacking midfielder. He's not an AM. Jude Bellingham is a box-to-box midfielder. That is what he is. So yes, he's getting played number 10 right now, or as a second striker for Madrid. And at the moment for England, he's playing as a number 10. But that is the problem. The problem is I would not play him there. I would play What's his name? Foden there.
Mm.
Foden is more intelligent than Jude, in my opinion. He is. Jude is more athletic than Foden. Foden's just cleverer than Jude. He's nippier. He's got better feet than Jude. I think Foden is a better footballer than Jude Bellingham. You know, but it is what it is. I like Jude, but I just think he's overrated.
Mm.
Like, he hasn't played that well in this tournament at all. And he's playing. He's supposed to be number 10, but he's like dropping deep. He's playing defensive midfielder. Then he's popping up on the left, and I'm like, I just feel like there's too many people trying to get into that number 10 spot. I don't know. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is.
Oh, another comment. He has the worship of the most hard to please fans in the world of football. Ask them if they think he's special.
Yeah,
I think they do like
I
him.
think we're having two different conversations. I think you're like he's good, and I'm agreeing that he's good, but I'm not saying he's not as good as everyone is saying he is.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would expect any new player.
Like I said, I've actually watched him with my eyes, all three games, and I watched him for Madrid play. You know the ones where some like, is that Bruno Fernandes? Bruno's a perfect example of someone who's not that like as a footballer. I don't think he's that good.
Mm.
I don't think he's that good, but he's worshipped by Man United fans, and most Man United fans will say he's our best player, right?
Yeah.
Most Man United fans will say Bruno's our best player. Most Man United fans worship him, but when I use my eyes and I see him, I see his ability, his technical ability, all these things, all these different aspects. I'm like, okay, he's good, but he's nowhere near as good as people say he is.
Yeah.
There are other players that are better than him, but don't get the same praise. That's how I
Yeah.
see football.
That's true.
And when I look at Jude, I'm like, I don't know. I'm never impressed. I've never watched Real Madrid play and be like, yeah, Jude Bellingham's balled out. Like, he's fully balled out today. He scores goals and he scores winners, like they've said. But I've never watched the game and I'm like, wow, Jude Bellingham is balling out.
Mm.
I don't see it.
I don't watch Real Madrid like that, but I
I've watched games and I'm like, Vinny's balling out. Vinny's balling out. I've seen that.
yeah, I've seen that in Champions Leagues and things like yeah.
I've seen Bellingham score goals and come up with the winners, but I've not seen him like dominate a game and ball out. But that's maybe I'm being hard on Jude. Maybe I am, but I think he's a really good footballer. But like put it this way, he's not better than Gerrard or he's not better than Gerrard or Lampard or Scholes.
Mm.
He's nowhere near Gerrard or Scholes as a footballer. Nowhere near, in my opinion. Like Gerrard might come out tomorrow and say he's a much better footballer than I ever was. And I'll disagree. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Real Madrid fans are just hype as well. Like you're biased, you're
I
excited.
think every time I've watched Madrid play, or the most recent times anyway, he's been subbed off. Like Carlos subbed him off. The two semi-finals, he was subbed off because he wasn't good. And in the final, he wasn't good. It's probably the media. I think the media has just pissed me off when it comes to certain footballers. The way they just overly praise certain footballers and they just take the piss out of others. Whenever I feel like everybody is like worshipping somebody,
Mm.
I always have to take a step back and be like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Because Neymar exists, yeah, and Neymar is one of the best footballers that ever existed, yeah, and the disrespect he gets. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just see what's going on with this Bellingham guy. Did I look at Bellingham? I'm like, did I hear Ballon d'Or? He's in contention for the Ballon d'Or. And I'm like, what the fuck? How's Bellingham, this kid, 19-year-old, yeah? Like he's good, like I said, but come on, man.
This was the quality of football, like you said, over the years. It's not as great anymore. So
Mm,
people shine at a lower level, and it
yeah,
it seems better and amazing.
yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a reminder of how football has fallen. Because I'm like, yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. The fact that Jude Bellingham has been spoken out or spoken about winning the Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or that Neymar's never won. By the way,
Mm,
I'm like, what is this? Where are we in this world? Where are we on this planet?
yeah. The difficulty is now that a lot of those players, the opportunity to win the Ballon d'Or, it's not going to come around again. It's done.
It's absolutely insane.
But it's one of those ones where it's like it's the same with the Oscars, right? As much as you're like, oh my gosh, this film or this actor won the Oscar, like when you like an actor or something, at the end of the day, it's still a closed voting system. It's just like the Ballon d'Or, a closed system of people who will decide. There's no metric, there's no actual like unbiased metric to use to give someone the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's always going to
That's why
be
it's annoying. There's no like objectivity when
no,
it comes to football. The only objectivity we have is goals and assists.
yeah,
That's the only sort of like thing you can be like, he scored goals, he's got assists, he scored this amount of goals for Real Madrid, and then this amount of assists from Real Madrid, balled out. That's the only thing we have. Then when you watch him play closely, you're like, he's a good footballer, but there are about at least 3 or 4 better footballers on that team
mm,
than him. If anything, he's more or less benefiting from the fact he's playing with really good players that are just setting him up.
mm. Yeah. I mean, that's a very important part. If you put an excellent player or a great player into an excellent team, he's gonna shine. He's gonna stand out. He's gonna be even look really good because the team is really good. What is all this Boba Fett's?
You also know how good a player is by watching him also play. When he was playing for Dortmund, he was alright, but he wasn't Dortmund's best player. He was just good for Dortmund.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, and all of a sudden, all it takes is one move, and all of a sudden, he's the best player in the world. No, no, no. If you're not the best player in the world, yeah. If people can't see that you're the best player in the world while you're playing for Dortmund and can't see your actual ability, yes, you're playing with worse players and all of these things, but if people can't see it then you can't just go to Real Madrid and all of a sudden become the best player in the world.
Yeah, because I mean, we could see
Like you
Mason
can't improve. You
Greenwood's
can't improve.
excellence
Yeah,
even regardless of where he was. So yeah,
you can't improve that much. Like I don't believe in it.
yeah, you've mentioned that
That
before.
is weird.
Once you get
I
to a
just,
certain age,
do you know what it is? On the other stream I said I don't. It's difficult. Like, I find it difficult to know how to evaluate and assess a player independently. Yeah, away from the team he's playing with or playing for.
yeah, that's true. How do you do that? How do you
It's different
extrapolate
because
them?
football is a team sport, right?
Yeah,
So you're really only as good often as the team you're playing with, but you can still see technical ability. You can still see how does he control the ball, because controlling the ball is controlling the ball regardless. There's still some intangibles, yeah, or tangible, what you want to call it, that you can still see, yeah,
mm,
a player has regardless of who he's playing for.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Harry Kane's a problem as well. Harry Kane, yeah. The problem with Harry Kane now is the fact that he's dropping deep. He's got no legs. His legs are done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Harry
done.
Kane's legs are finished. And to be honest, he was never the quickest in anyway. So it is what it is. And the hallmark of a good footballer is when his legs are done, as in he's losing his athleticism and he's losing his physicality, but he maintains his technical ability. That
Yeah,
to me is a hallmark of a good footballer.
like
Like I
Fat
was,
Ronaldo.
yeah, like Fat Ronaldo, yeah, and Fat Ronaldinho. These 50-year-olds with their bare bellies, they're still plucking the ball out from 100 yards. They're still doing stuff. They're still got their tech.
Yeah, even Roberto Carlos has
Yeah,
still got
all
it.
they've lost is their athleticism.
Yes,
When you see players, yeah, who
massively.
lose their footballing ability,
How did he
like
have it?
CR7's lost his footballing ability fully, yeah, not fully, but a lot because he's lost his pace. It shows that how much you relied on pace to be a good footballer. And pace is something. I mean, you can't take pace out of football. Pace is
No.
something that you use on a football pitch, and it's important. But it's something that you're born with also. And being quick isn't. It's just being quick.
Yeah.
That's how I see speed. I see being quick is just being quick. You can praise it, but I find it a lot of the guys who are really quick, they get rated too highly. What you're doing is, I think you're adding too much weighting
Mm.
on speed.
Yeah, like if there was all these metrics and people
Yeah,
are like this one, oh, that means speed, because like culturally society is like faster is better.
yeah, yeah.
Get to the goal quicker, get
And,
to the
and I
thing
know these
better, get
guys
to
who are speed merchants, you ask them to pass the ball and they can't pass the ball. But you won't care if they can't pass the ball as long as they can run past a player.
mm,
And I'm like, does that make him a good footballer? Or great? Does that make you a great footballer? The question I want to ask people is, if there's a list of 100 attributes, yeah, to make a good footballer.
yeah,
Let's say there's short passing, short vision, long vision, the ability to use the opposite foot. Let's do this FIFA thing, yeah.
yeah,
If you only do well in like, I don't know, 25% of those attributes, or if you've only got 25% of those attributes, but
mm,
at a world class level,
yeah,
and the other attributes you're not really good at, does that make you a good footballer? Or if you got every single one of those attributes, but maybe not to a world class level, maybe to like a 6 out. You can do
that's a
everything,
Saka.
everything
That's a
to a
Saka.
6 out of 10. Does that make you a great footballer? Like, those are the questions and dilemmas I really want to pose, because
Yeah.
that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing some footballers, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that can do a few things, but do a few things really, really well,
Yeah.
labeled as really good footballers.
Yeah, that
And
is
I'm like, hold on a second. This guy can't even pass, but you're calling him, do you know?
that's important.
But as long as these guys produce numbers, and like you said, the way that we think, oh, he scored a goal, he came up with a winner, that means he's a good footballer. And then that's the extent of our football thoughts, then cool. Cool. But I'm always deeper than that. And I always will be. I can't help it. And the reason why I'm deeper than that, because I know my favorite footballers, my Ronaldinhos and my Kakas, some of those footballers never got loads of goals and assists. And I know if they were playing today, they might not be able to do the whole speed, high press. Maybe they would, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. It's just good to talk, man. It's good to have these discussions and have these conversations about football and debate. Because as much as I think I'm right, I'm not always right. I'm just hypothesizing and talking out loud. But
I think that debate that could be a really good debate topic or discussion topic about how do you rate the forward ball great baller? Is it the one that's the 6 and 7 out of 10 everything, or is it the one who's the 9 and 10 out of 10 out of 25%?
yeah.
And it,
Sometimes I used to look at footballers like, if I choose you for a five-a-side team, it means you're a really good baller. Like, because to play five-a-side, your first touch has to be,
yeah,
your short passing game has to be, your speed of thinking and the speed of thought has to be, yeah, has to be there. If I won't choose you for a five-a-side game, then I don't rate you.
that makes sense.
For some reason, I wouldn't choose Bellingham for. I wouldn't choose Bellingham as one of my first players in a five-a-side team. Do you know what? I would choose Saka over Bellingham to play my five-a-side team
Why?
because he's got better touch than Bellingham. Saka has a better touch than Bellingham. I think he does. I'd definitely choose Phil Foden over Bellingham in my five-a-side team. Yeah, man. Kane. Like I said, Kane's lost his legs. Kane works, right? Oh, the only way Kane works, yeah, because he loves to drop deep, yeah, and occupy that number 10 spot.
Yeah,
The same spot that Bellingham wants to occupy. The same spot Phil wants to occupy. He loves to drop deep. For him to work, he needs speedy wingers to run beyond him. That's the only way Harry Kane can work now.
Yeah.
Because he's not staying up front to be an option. He's dropping deep. And if you're going to drop deep, there need to be that third man run.
Yeah.
But when he drops deep into that space, someone's running beyond to occupy the defenders.
Yeah.
That's the only way Harry Kane can work. Otherwise, drop the fucker and play Ollie Watkins. Because at least Ollie Watkins on a counter attack is gonna outpace somebody. And he's all right. He's quite decent, Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, he is.
Sometimes you need someone to run the channels, and Harry Kane ain't running no channels either.
No, he's for yeah. You could even see it.
Harry
You could
Kane ain't
literally
running no
see it
channels.
today. Like he,
Oh,
I'm thinking, should I go? I'll go heat something else up. Some curry, chicken curry thing. Put it with rice and the corn instead, and then I'll make potatoes with the salmon tomorrow. Let me go do that and get food. Oh,
but yeah. Then you got Declan. You got Declan Rice. He always goes under the radar. Declan Rice does nothing. Nothing every game. Just does the basics. Just runs around, does his little 5 yard passes. Like, what's interesting about Declan Rice? Like, he went from being a poor man's Michael Carrick that nobody rated, really. As soon as this man signs for Arsenal, he's become the best DM in the world. As soon as man signed for Arsenal, he's become the best DM in the world. And this guy's not even as good as Partey. I'll argue with any Arsenal fan, including you, Oz. Declan Rice is not as good as Thomas Partey. He isn't. He just is not. He isn't. This is a basic footballer. Doesn't do anything special. Nothing. Here we go. England. Come on, England, do something. Oh, nice. See that? See that Foden's feet? That little nice feet and that little side pass to flipping Jude. What do you think Jude's gonna do with that ball? Jude, look at Jude's feet. Look there how he just lost the ball. This is what I'm saying. This is what I see. I don't see this. Oh, his Jude Bellingham scored a goal. I see how good is he at football. Forget the goals he's scoring and the assist. Is he a good footballer? What's his technique like? How does he strike a ball? All of these things. What's his feet like? What's his first touch? I can't just watch output. I can't. Output is not something to be watched. You can't just watch goals and study goals. Like you can, I guess you can, but I need to study what happens before the goals. I want to look at the whole 90 minutes. I'm somebody who rates footballers that have good 90-minute games, not footballers that have moments, right? Have a good moment, disappear for 60 minutes, then score a goal. No, no, you can't. I can't rate you. Oi, I can't rate you. Moments footballers like Rashford won't be present for 89 minutes, but he might just score a goal. And then everyone worships Rashford like he's the best. Like, no, these sort of moments players that are not in games, that are always on the periphery of games, I can't do it. I can't do that. I remember when Saka was playing left back and right back, and when he was being trialed as a winger, and I was like, why are they playing this left back out wide on the wings? From then, yeah, I never rated him. I know he's now that highly, and I know he's a proper full-on right winger. But I'm like, because he used to be like a right back. He doesn't have the flair that I like that wingers for me. That's the problem I have with Saka. He doesn't excite me when he plays football. He does all the right, nice pass, good. He makes the right decisions, which is I always say this about Saka. Saka's footballing intelligence for a young lad, top notch. There's one thing I will never, ever, ever criticize Saka for, yeah, ever. It's his footballing IQ. Saka, footballing IQ is when to pass, when not to pass, and what pass to make. The way he the way he positions himself between the ball and all of these things, that's all footballing IQ. He's got that. Like he at the age of 18, he was doing some stuff beyond his years in terms of how calm he was. He was basically a version of Kobe Manu in terms of how calm he was. His footballing IQ, Saka, is top notch. He's but he's not Aaron Robin. I just need. He's not Robert Pires. He's not Freddie Ljungberg. He's not that winger. He's not even Martinelli. Martinelli might not be in a lot of Arsenal's fans' eyes. Might not be as good as Saka because Saka's more consistent. But Martinelli definitely excites me more than Saka does. I'm not saying he's better, but he definitely excites me more than Saka does. And then you got Kobe Manu. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Once again, Kobe Manu is a Man United player, and I'm a Man United fan. But you know me, I don't care. I don't care who you play for. Oh, hey, Jude! Oh, that touch from Jude is. This is what I'm saying. Forget the goals that Jude Bellingham scores. Just watch what he does. Just watch what he does, guys. Like, and rate him the same way you rate all the world class. Because apparently he's a Ballon d'Or winner or is in contention, which means he's one of the best footballers in the world. Yeah. And if he's one of the best footballers in the world, you have to judge him like one of the best footballers in the world. And this shit that I'm seeing right now ain't the best footballer in the world shit. It's not it. It's not that. He's a good footballer, but I'm just understand what I'm trying to say, guys. Just understand. But yeah, man, Saka, his footballing IQ. I wish the wingers at Man United. I wish the wingers at Man United had Saka's mental strength and footballing IQ. I wish they had that because that's what it's Saka has. But yeah, back to Kobe Manu. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I like Kobe Manu, but he shouldn't be here. I don't think Kobe Manu should be here. Like, but then again, I look at England's centre mid players, and I'm like, who's who are the top? Who are the world class? And if you ain't got world class, who are the great or the best English centre midfielders or holding midfielders? I don't know. I would take Wood Prowse personally, but he's not holding midfielder. He's more attacking. But I'll take Wood Prowse. Um, there's not that many. When I think about the DMs, all the DMs in the Premier, let's go through the DMs in the top clubs. You have Casemiro, I guess, for Man United. You got Rodri for Man City. You got Enzo and Caicedo and these guys for Chelsea. Maybe Gallagher, but Gallagher's not really a six. But let's put him there just for the sake of it. For Tottenham, you've got what's that play for Tottenham? The fake Pogba guy and whatnot. Yeah, you don't have too many actually. I don't think Gareth has too many quality centre mids or DMs to choose from. Tell me if I'm wrong. I can't really think of too many. He has loads of. There are loads of number 10s now. There are loads of attacking midfielders. Hey, unlucky. Finish. There are loads of number 10s and attacking midfielders for this guy to choose from. Like he's left Jude, he's left what's his name? Grealish and Madison home. Yeah, that's two. He's bought Heze. You got Phil Foden and Bellingham on the pitch. England kind of have an abundance now of attacking. Finish. Oh, England have an abundance of attacking midfielders now. Wow. It's a head clash. Mm. I am tired today. I'm not gonna lie. I am hella grumpy. I'm probably hella moany and grumpy on this stream. I'm just complaining about everything because I'm so tired. It's crazy. And do you know what? Do you know what? We're having a well, I'm having a go at England. Yeah. But I will say this. It's not like France are playing amazingly well. There are a lot of teams that are not playing that. There are teams that are playing well, but there are also a lot of teams that are not playing great. So I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, and this is how funny football is, right? I wouldn't be surprised, even as boring as England are, as negative as we're being here with regards to England. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to that the semis or something. I honestly wouldn't. Well, at the same time, I might be surprised. It's kind of it's them weird ones where I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I would. I would be surprised. But you know what I mean in the football term, in the football sense. Because sometimes, yeah, we've seen these tournaments where it's a team, the team that stinks out the place the most, the team that's the most pragmatic, defensive minded, negative. Sometimes it's that team that goes far unexpectedly, and that's what England could do well. Oh, give it to Saka. All right, England are turning the screw, guys. This is a decent amount of possession, decent amount of pressure. Very, very tight. So the midfield, as you can imagine, that number 10 position, as I keep saying, is very, very tight and very, very congested because that's where everybody wants to play. So England's goal is going to come from the wings, probably. Oops, that's out. Yeah, come on, Kyle Walker. Come on, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is another one where if he wasn't as quick, yeah, if Kyle Walker had no pace, he's not making it in football. He's not making it in football. He's not. If Lukaku, yeah, at the age of 12, wasn't already playing with the under 18s because he's just bigger and is physically superior than everyone else and is quicker. If he wasn't for Lukaku's physical attributes, he wouldn't make it to be like when you watch Lukaku play football and you know football fundamentals, the fundamentals of football. There's a lot of fundamental things that Lukaku just doesn't have in his game. It doesn't have. And I look at this guy and I'm like, you've made it yet to be like Belgium's top goal scorer. Arguably one of the you know, probably one of the best strikers in the world right now. I don't think so, but most people would. Without really being good at football. Like the way he moves, the way his mobility, the way he holds the ball up, his first touch, his IQ, like there's so many things wrong with Lukaku's game. So many he's not aesthetically pleasing to watch. He's like Haaland, these kind of strikers that they're not Henry. I know not every striker has to be Thierry Henry. Yeah. But when you watch strikers like Thierry Henry and even strikers like Martial, who are good footballers, I know Martial's injury prone and all these things and doesn't stay fit. But Martial's negatives are the fact that he's not fit. Not he's not a good striker or he's not a good footballer. Lukaku's like a fat. He's a bully, man. He's a flat track bully, Lukaku. You score goals, just like Jude Bellingham will score goals. When you watch him play football, you're like, ugh, ugh, ugh. The ball always getting stuck underneath his feet. The ball bouncing off like Lukaku's like a brick wall. You pass him the ball just bounces off Lukaku and gets back, and that's it. Like, ugh. And somehow one trainer or one of his trainers saw all of these things. His coaches saw all of these things and said, you know what? Fuck it. He's quick. He's 13 and he's already bigger than the under 18s. He's already quicker than under 18s. Fuck it. He's good enough. And that's it. Lukaku was made. Tadic, Denmark, Serbia still 0-0. All right, for the next half an hour, I'm just gonna be positive. I'm just gonna be say positive things. No more negativity. Just just positivity from now on. Come on, England. Come on, Saka. Declan. Oh, Rice. Unlucky. Hmm? What's he doing, man? What are you doing, bro? I don't understand what this guy was doing. Oh, Jude Bellingham kicked him. He needed him in his back. That's what I don't like. I tell you what the problem is, Jude. Yeah. Jude Bellingham has an attitude like he's the best footballer in the world already. The way he talks, the way there's there's a lack of humility about this guy, and he's only 19, 20, and that's what I don't like about him as well. There's lack of reading the room sometimes. I feel with this guy, and he can do stuff and get, like I said, get away with it. Only positivity. Let's be positive. Come on, Jude Bellingham. Come on, Jude. Mm. Come on, Jude Bellingham. Wow, this game. What can I do? What else can I say? This game. This game is dead. This piece of hair, which is just longer than every other piece of hair, bruv. Cha. Oh, how can you expect me to be happy when I'm this? This is so dull. Ugh. Is that red or yellow? He's not the last man, so it's a yellow card for Gahey. Gahey's name is perfect. Or is it? Or is it? Because you can be a woman, you can be a she and be gay. So not only men are gay, women are gay too. So I guess Gahey. I mean, yeah, but he's a man, so it's fair. He's a he, gay he.
Gay he, gay she, gay they.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because if it's a woman, it will be gay she,
Mhm.
and someone who doesn't identify as whatever will be gay they.
It's
Oh no, gay he. You see what you're saying, Oz? Oh, I think Kane is one of the issues. I did highlight Kane's issue, but I don't know if I fully agree. I tell you why I don't fully agree, Oz, but I semi agree. I hate Kane because yes, Haaland is a focal point, and Phil Foden plays with Haaland as the focal point. Haaland doesn't really move that much. Um, so yes and no. And if I'm honest, it's like Kane actually. The problem I have with Kane is the fact that he floats. It's the fact that he drops deep, Kane, rather than trying to occupy the defenders. I'd rather have Kane run the channels and stretch the defenders that way than drop deep and occupy Bellingham and Foden's position. Because, like I said, if Kane is to drop deep, at least have runners. Because for Bayern Munich, right, when he drops deep, he's got Musiala and he has Sane both sprinted behind him. So he'll drop deep, lay off to the midfielder. He will then play over Kane's head to the third man runner. That happened. That works a lot. If you don't have that for England, if neither Saka or Foden's not really that guy that runs in behind, then what's the point of him dropping deep? So yeah, I kind of I semi agree with what you're saying. I semi agree with what you're saying. We need a striker that's more mobile, that doesn't drop deep and is all the time and occupy that position. He's mobile in the sense that he, like you said, so we're kind of saying the same thing. Like you said, occupies the wings and runs the channel as well. So Phil, because if Kane is also occupying the fullbacks and going wide, what then happens is that gives Saka and Foden the space to come inside as well. So yeah, I think we're kind of saying the same thing, to be honest, Oz. Um, or at least similar things. But yeah, Kane is. I agree.
Mm,
Kane is an issue. But it's like this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm saying about football. Like Kane's a problem, but he's not
the
the
only problem.
the problem. Because you can have one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in the world, and he can still be a problem.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those are sort of nuances I want to talk about on this channel. Because it's like he is arguably, I mean, there's no better striker than him really around on the planet. But the way he plays football is not conducive to his teammates.
Oh. Oh, that's actually a really
That's
good
all it
point.
is.
And there's a lot of players that could even be
And that's what I'm trying to say. So, like I'm saying, Saka's come off now,
Oh, who they bring in?
and Oz, let's watch, right? I might be wrong. Saka's come off, and maybe Foden might go over to the right hand side, maybe.
Mm.
And we're gonna see the last 20. If he does, last 20 minutes, we're gonna see what Foden does.
Oh, Trippier, free kick specialist. Oz says Kane's not mobile enough to do it anymore. If he's not snapping up his chances, then he's not contributing anything.
Yeah, but then again, it's like playing with Haaland or any of
Yeah,
these.
yeah, just tap in.
It's like playing with any of these strikers. The point I have is Kane is still a better footballer than Haaland. When Kane drops deep, yeah, he's much better than when Haaland drops deep, in my opinion. And Kane's also better going the other way.
Mm.
So it's like if if he's not scoring goals, you know when a player is trying to do other things to try and make himself more valuable, more needed.
Yeah.
And Kane has decided because I can't run anymore, because I can't run that way past defenders, I have to drop deep now and make myself valuable. But by doing that, he's getting into the weeds, he's getting touches, but he's not really adding
Mm.
much. Look at Palmer. He's done more, yeah.
Oh, Parmesan.
Yeah. The little jinx, a little drop it. I love Cole Palmer, man. This is when I'm gonna be positive.
Mm.
When you start playing with ballers, hey! Oh,
You know, when we see that, I can't, because the angle, I don't
yeah.
even know if it's going
When
to.
England start playing with ballers like Cole Palmer, that's when I start getting excited. Because he is the kind of footballer that I like. Someone who can do everything. Someone who can pass the ball. Someone who can shoot. Someone who can dribble. He's got everything.
Where would you play him in an England team? You
Those
did.
are footballers. Footballer. Doesn't matter where you play me. There's no such thing as when it comes to footballers, yeah, they don't even understand positions.
Mm.
If you're a footballer, right, a proper footballer, you don't even understand. Like you might be playing right wing, but when you get the ball, it doesn't matter where you get the ball. You're still gonna control the ball. If you play left wing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like the grass is the grass.
Yeah.
The grass doesn't change, and those are the ballers that I like.
Or is it? I know it's probably not at the level that you want, but Saka's someone you can go in quite a few different positions and be okay. Manage it.
Mm,
Not striker though.
no, yes and no. Saka plays his position well.
Yeah.
That left wing position well. But Saka can't go in centre midfield and play anywhere. Saka can't go into number 10 and be a number. He can't do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Opinion.
That's fair.
Whereas Cole Palmer,
Yeah. Yeah. Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer can play anywhere on a fucking pitch because he's a footballer.
That's a good point.
Cole
And
Palmer
he'd
can
be
play left
comfortable.
wing, he can play right wing, and he can play number 10. And a hallmark of a baller, and I always say the best footballers in the world for me will always be number 10s. And I don't mean number 10s that are actually centre midfield players like Bruno. I mean real number 10s like Eden Hazard, like Lionel Messi, Neymar, Ronaldinho. These guys, yeah, number 10s who are the centre of the team. And these players can go anywhere, can go left, can go right, can dribble, can pass, can do anything. These guys, those are always be my favourite footballers. If you're a footballer that can play your position, like, yeah, you can play your. That's good. But I like footballers who just play every like total footballers, man. That's what I miss. But yeah,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah, Oz, Kane's a weird one. I would play Ollie Watkins because Ollie Watkins, like I said, will run the channels. Like there's no when you play with Harry Kane, right? There is no threat in behind. None. There's absolutely no threat if you're a defender that this guy is gonna spin and take you on. There's no threat that he's gonna leave you on your bum or not make you. There's no threat that he's gonna do anything. The only threat that Kane has is the threat that he could score.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. I will never see him do a silky like Martial in and out, running around people, balling around, confusing them. But then again,
Finish.
he's tall.
There's
Does that have
two.
something to do with it?
I think there's two things England could do. They can either build a team and make sure the team is conducive to Harry Kane to bring the best out of him, or build a team. And if you're gonna build a team and Harry Kane is not doing what he's doing, then nobody's bigger than the team. Take him out and play Ollie Watkins.
I
It's
say
not.
don't build it around the player, especially one that's aging out. Like he's getting on. He's not. Imagine you. That's the problem with some teams. What they used to do back in the day, they built the team around the player. The player left or got too old, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't build up any other positions. I didn't. We
Mm,
didn't think about getting a really good winger and a really good left back and a really good right back. And it's
mm,
just like, uh-oh.
mm.
Orhan says he agrees with Osman. Orhan says it's okay to play in a team in England. It's different to play for your national team.
Yeah. When's the last time we saw Harry Kane play football for England? And we're like, what a great Harry Kane performance.
Not last time. Not this
Because
time.
Harry Kane has scored goals, and there was a tournament where he scored loads of penalties and headers and whatnot. But even in that tournament, he wasn't that good. And then there was a tournament where Raheem Sterling scored all the goals. But yeah, Harry Kane got all the praise. I remember that tournament, right? Well, Sterling was on fire.
That must have been was that the last Euros?
It,
Yeah.
it might have been the
I
last.
think we got to the semis or
It might have been. It might have been the last Euros.
yeah.
If you actually look at Kane's body of work, and yes, he scores goals, and you guys are going to prove my point because I think Kane is still a great striker. But if all you've got is like, let's play him because he scores loads of goals, right? And you're not looking at how he plays because you got to build a team, right? As a coach, yeah, you know that Kane isn't quick. You know that Kane likes to drop deep. You understand all these things. Yes, he scores goals, but you also understand how Kane plays.
Yeah.
And you need to understand how your other footballers plays to build a cohesive team. You got to think that deeply as a
Yeah,
coach,
you do.
right?
I would agree.
Rather than I'm going to play Harry Kane because Harry Kane's a good striker and that's it. Are you thinking about the team that you're building and what the type of football that you want it to play? I don't know if Southgate's doing it. I don't know.
I think Southgate's just thinking, when is this gonna end? He's trying. Palmer is one of those guys.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about, yeah.
Yeah, Palmer's definitely. I love Cole Palmer. That's what I like. Those sort of footballers. I like them.
Nah,
Footballers that have a high IQ.
yeah.
That you know, yeah, they're so smart. Like Iniesta. Oh, oh. I think Iniesta is better than Xavi, personally. Yeah. I think Iniesta could do what Xavi does. But I don't think Xavi could do what Iniesta does. That's just my opinion. But that's me like picking like straws. Like they're both really good. You know, that's just me. But yeah, Iniesta, man, what a player. Oh, ball given away
Remember Roberto Baggio?
by Bellingham. Yeah, but of course I know Roberto Baggio.
I remember him. He used to have a ponytail, right?
Mm.
That's the Italy team. That was just like it was Brazil, Italy, Brazil, Italy. It was just winning,
So what's
winning,
happened
winning.
now? 'Cause I'm like, Cole.
What was that?
That's not good. Is Foden still on the pitch? Let's call Palmer.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's back on the left. Also, do you know what? I want to ask everyone as well this. Cole Palmer's left footed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Foden's left footed. Yes. Saka's left footed.
Yeah, it does right.
Where are the right footed attackers? I think Bellingham's right footed. And if he would have bought Grealish, no, Grealish is right footed. No, Grealish is right footed. Yeah. There's a few left footed attackers in this England squad. There we go. Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Uh, nice. Foden.
Foden.
Oh, come on, Cole Palmer. He's trying to force it now. He's just trying. He's getting the ball and he's trying to put like the ball in the box all the time. Don't force it. I've just been bragging. I've been bragging about you, Cole Palmer, saying how good you are. So let's not. Don't embarrass me. I've been saying how good Cole Palmer is, and he put in two terrible crosses. That's football for you, man.
Mm-hmm. And Trossard is paying well good attention to the game.
The Trossard referee.
Yeah. You guys in the chat, if you're Arsenal fans, have you noticed how the referee, as Chosen's been mentioning, he looks like he's Trossard's cousin, dad, uncle, somebody. He's related to Trossard. We need to see DNA tests. No, I'm joking. Our Trent's coming on now for Trippier.
What's going on there? Denmark, Serbia. What's going on?
I can't remember what.
Mitrovic. His name's Sakovic. Sakovic, you know. Someone's losing their job. Hold on. So England have only scored one goal.
Don't do it, the maths. Don't do it
Wait.
because it'll upset you.
So it's
No,
0-0.
let's check it. You're right.
0-0 this game, and it probably end 0-0. Last game they drew as well, right?
Yes, they definitely had a draw. They definitely had
0-0. Denmark. They drew against Denmark. It might be 0-0 or 1-0. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, as usual, they haven't scored that many goals. England. Yeah, 1 win and 2 draws. Just like France.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't tell you the score of the previous game, but
Yeah.
just need to click that. Click that. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was 1-0. I thought so.
Oh, yeah. England
And
lost
then
to Iceland
no, Iceland's not.
before the friendly. Then we went into the actual Euros, a 1-1-0. Then there was the draw 1-1, and now it's another 0-0. If nothing happens. It's interesting. Ireland versus England. Nations League.
Yeah, Nations League.
What is this Nations League? Another tournament. Greece playing Finland, Greece.
Didn't France win it last time? I don't get the Nations League. It's weird.
All the teams that are not in the Euros.
Because it's like we got the World Cup every 4 years.
Yeah.
And we got the Euros every 4 years. So every 2 years there's international competition. And that's fine. I like that because I don't think international. I like it when it's rare. It makes it feel special. But now they've got this Nations League, which is like what in between. So it's almost like every year it's a league. By the way, it's not even like a knockouts.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's almost like every year you got international football, like during the summer and during the season. And I'm like, these footballers, yeah, are treated like proper like machines, bro. Proper. The amount of games that these guys have to play.
Yeah. And they have to be grateful because they make a lot of money too, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Why did why did Cole just run straight into him? Like he was right in front of you.
Football, come on, England. I hear people at work talking about this match and how they're looking forward to it. And I had one at work mate saying that he's gonna go to his pub. He went to the bathroom, he took off his suit, and then he got changed in his England shirt and his shorts. And I was like, bro. Have you not been watching England play? Do you not understand? Like, don't be insane. Understand what you've been watching, and not just for this tournament. The last 3 or 4 tournaments. What have you seen on the Southgate that's ever excited you? Ever? I personally think, yeah, the most exciting England team, yeah, was the England team with the mixed race dons, Jesse and Deli Ali, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse,
That
yeah.
England team, Jesse, Lingard, Deli Ali, Raheem Sterling, obviously I think Harry Kane was still playing at the time, and Rashford was there. Like that England team was one of my favorite England teams of recent years.
I had to look twice because I thought they were bringing on a Targaryen because I saw this really bright blonde hair. Man, I'm like, it's just Anthony Gordon.
Hot take, and this is a hot take, yeah. Deli Ali is a better footballer than Jude Bellingham.
Oh,
I don't think people understand, yeah, how good Deli Ali was.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying he's much better. It's not like if you're gonna rate him out of 100, like Jude Bellingham's a 70 and Dele Alli's a 90. It's like one's at 80, one's at 81. You know, it's there's but I just like Dele Alli. The way he played football, right, Dele Alli, with a kind of freedom when he was good. He played football with the kind of freedom that I've not seen. Like the way that this guy, the kind of goals that this guy will score when I remember one goal he scored for Tottenham where he flipped it up on his right, flipped it back to his left, and then smacked it. And I was like, this guy is dangerous. It's a shame. I always say the Deli Allis, the Ravel Morrisons, the Sanchos, and the even the what's his name, the Ross Barkley's. It's a shame a lot of these guys don't end up. Well, maybe Sancho. Sancho's still young. Sancho's still playing football. But you know what I'm saying? It's like their potential was not realized.
Mm,
Because if Deli Ali was focused and he kept, on the yeah, if he kept focused and his other problems weren't so bad. Oh, I don't know, man. This guy, I like Deli Ali a lot.
yeah. And
And
I
I liked when he played with Jesse Lingard and for England and whatnot. Those two had a little nice connection.
I remember when Dele Alli used to play for England back in the day at his peak. You'd almost be guaranteed if he's got the ball and he's going to try and shoot and try and score, he's going to score. He's going to convert.
Yeah, Deli Ali was different. And now we got someone like Jude and everyone's like, like Jude better. And I'm like, hold on a second. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Deli Ali had more to his game, in my opinion.
More rounded.
Yeah, yeah. Deli Ali could play more positions as well.
And it
Ah, nice. Yes. Come on. Oh, unlucky Cole
Big
Palmer.
slow motion for Cole Palmer, but the thing is, if this, you know, we're talking about your work colleague in England, that's the whole like, it's the energy, it's the excitement of going, it's the actual activity of meeting people to go to the pub to watch the game,
No,
or go on holiday
he
to
was
go to
going
the
with his
game.
mates though. But you know, I hear what you're saying though. You're right. You're right.
That amps you up because, and then it makes you think it was better than it was. You get drunk and then you're like, oh, England played well. No, they didn't play that well.
That's another thing. Yeah, a lot of people who watch England games are just drunk.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't analyze. You can't never argue with a drunk or a fool. There's no point.
And also because I'm deadpan, I don't have any emotion. I don't have any attachment to a lot of these footballers, so I can just say what I see. I'm watching the game and I can only say what I see. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, and even to Man United players, you know how I feel about Rashford and a lot of our players. I think they're rubbish. I don't care if I'm a Man United fan. I'll be honest. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt me in any way. I don't know them. Oh, finish. Oh, Alexander Arnold. 93 minutes, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everybody who's watched this game with us. Now, I'm not sorry because I've been talking the most of smack. I've been dissing every footballer in this England team. Who haven't I dissed yet? The defense. I mean, the defense can. Yeah,
Oh, you can
the defense is all right.
you can diss John Stones a little bit if you want.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
but John Stones is good, man. He's one of the.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's
What about Declan? Have you gone in on Declan yet?
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
he's
cussed
funny.
Declan out. I've cussed Declan. I've cussed
We don't need
Saka.
to go out on Mainu because Mainu's new.
I haven't fully cussed Foden, but Foden was like player of the season this season almost. So, but Foden needs to do better. He definitely needs to do better. 100%. Trent, I ain't got time for Trent.
Wow. So another
Another 0-0.
dead.
I apologize on behalf of England for everybody who had to witness. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, what did you expect? Right. What's the definition of insanity? What they
Doing the
say?
same thing over and over without changing it in any
So,
way.
so we have a sample size now of England games.
Yeah.
Not just this tournament, but under Southgate, we have a sample
Yeah.
size of how England play. Let's stop doing this hope thing. Let's stop hoping England play well. Let's just understand that they're not going to now, because we now see a very clear pattern, and that's it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I ain't got time. Like this is 90 minutes, 2 hours. I'm never gonna get back. And I did contemplate in not even doing this stream because
Yeah.
I was knackered. Go to work and come back and then do 3-4 hours of this non-stop streaming and talking. Yesterday, doing the football streaming yesterday and then doing the stream Game of
Game.
Thrones and going to sleep 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Nah, yeah. I'm done for. That's
Yeah.
why I'm so grumpy. That's probably why I'm so grumpy on this stream. Because I'm tired.
Tomorrow's game
And I
finished
had to
earlier.
I'm tired and I had to sit through this crap.
Yeah. That's what's frustrating as
Oh,
well. I would like to see if people are the pundits, because in the last game they were talking. I saw even Wayne Rooney. I saw Gary Neville, Ian Wright, and the guest managers Frank Thomas Frank. They were like, England, you need to like you. It's just coasting through. It's a bit boring. It's like you can't expect to win and be winner when you don't play like winners. You don't. And winners don't have to play like winners. Winners just have to play like they want it. Like they're
one thing I say about Jude, yeah. The one thing I will say about Jude Bellingham, guys, is that he's only 20
so it's time.
and he plays football in a way that he's confident in his own ability.
Yeah.
And that is so important. And I think My thing about Bellingham is that he will get better, and when he gets better and continues to improve, because he will get better, I reckon I'll start singing his praises even more, because right now what he's doing for Madrid, like I said, is really good. It's really good what he's doing for Madrid. I just think he's been slightly overrated. That's all. That's all. I like Jude, just slightly overrated. But yeah,
That's why Slovenia are so happy because it looks like they're
Slovenia will. I think this is interesting because the team that finishes the three or the four teams that finishes third, the highest points, right,
Mhm.
are not necessarily the best teams that finish third. Because what if your group is so weak
Yeah,
and rubbish that loads of teams manage to get points?
yeah,
Like in this group, 3 draws or whatever. Because there are better teams that are going out that finish third, but because they got slapped.
yeah, yeah. That's
But yeah, good on you, Slovenia. Slovenia have qualified for the next round.
how
Well
does it
done.
work though? Because Denmark and Slovenia have exactly the same on everything. Goal difference, goal whatever GA is, GF, points, matches played, everything's the same. Drawn 3. They've got 3 points each. So do they have to go in a playoff or do they go what stat are they gonna use to separate them? That's why Slovenia got so hyped, because I'm thinking maybe they're joint with
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Good point. I guess somebody has to be second because they drew, right? Denmark and Slovenia drew. Who's
yeah,
lost? No, neither of them have lost.
no.
So
Only
yeah, I've
Serbia lost to England.
goals for. Goals for is the same. Goal against the same. Good point. How do they figure out that Denmark is?
Sometimes they do things like they go by who had the most yellow cards, you're third.
Yeah, there has to be
Like,
another. After all of this stuff that you can see, there has to be another criteria that you just can't see. I don't know. But
yeah,
good point. Good point.
we'll find out at some point.
Either way, both of them are through, right? Both
Yeah,
Denmark
yeah,
and Slovenia are
yeah.
through.
Be curious to know if
Mm.
mm,
All flat. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? Oz, a lot of teams look flat. A lot of teams. And you know what? The way that the football's played now, like I said, I ain't got sympathy for the players because yes, they get paid a lot of money and blah 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, I get all that. But this sort of 50 game season and Champions League and this league and that league and all the games, the England games in between, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. They do look flat a little bit. But Southgate's taking a piss too, bro. He's taking a piss. Like, because I tell you why Southgate's taking a piss, Oz. Like, he's still figuring out his first team, but he's ready to like cut certain people from the. You know when he had his 30-man squad, and then he cut it to 24, right? You only do that once you have your first team
mm,
in your mind. So you sit down with your 30, your preliminary squad, then you go, okay, in the ideal world, this is the team I want to set up. And then, oh, this might be my second, and this will be my second team. You know, and then because of that, these players I don't need.
yeah.
What it seems like he's done, he's just said, I don't need these players. And then with the remaining players, he's been like, okay, cool. Now let's make a team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's how it seems like to me. No, no, no. When you if you're given 10 options, you go through all your 10 options. You don't say, no, I only want 5 options, and with the 5 options, I'm gonna make it work. That don't make no sense to me.
Know what you need. Know what you
Yeah.
need.
Know what you need before you throw the shit away. Why is Trent playing in midfield? I don't know.
England have only won 2 of their last 8 games. Wow, Osman says.
Uh Oz, next time you're doing this stream, I'm not doing it. Oz, when I get everything sorted and when I get everything set up, we need to do what's it called? Start doing a show together, like 1 hour a week. Just chop it up, Arsenal and Man United stuff.
That's true.
We need to get that shit going, man, next season, bro. Honestly.
That's true. Because you both
Um,
have, you're both
yeah,
smart
yeah.
on that ball and you have
I
different
reckon
opinions.
it will bang.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
will bang us fully. It will bang. But yeah, man.
Can't even say good game. I
No,
enjoyed listening to you guys talk on the stream. Though. That was interesting. That was nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah.
the interesting insights and
I just
thoughts and.
listen. I came with the the negativeness. You know, new words and all that. Man was hating on Bellingham, hating on Saka,
But
hating on Kane,
you did
hating on
caveat
Declan.
for Saka and Bellingham.
No, I like Saka. The Saka hate. Yeah, it's slight. It's also a slight jealousy. So I wish we also had Saka at United.
Saka would bang at you. Oh wow! If you had a good
No, but he
functioning
wouldn't. He
team,
wouldn't. I tell you why he wouldn't bang at United. The way that we play.
okay, yeah, and that's why I say you have to have a good team, functioning team.
Wait, Arsenal play. You guys play. You guys want to keep the ball.
Yeah, we don't mind now.
Like Jaden Sancho would do well at Arsenal. If
Yeah,
you guys
I
keep the
would
ball, you
like
guys will be
to.
feeding Jaden all the time, and Jaden will be just sleeping people on their bums.
I think
Like, but the way that we play, Man United, we play this stupid transition football only isolation. So we'll give the ball to Saka, and we'll expect Saka to do what Garnacho does, which beat his man, do a step over and beat his man and put a ball in. There's no, you guys do your combination plays. Saka has the ball, gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard, do you know what I'm saying? You play, Saka gives the ball, comes in field, gets it back. He knows he's going to get it back because it's drilled into you guys over and over again. Arteta's drilled you guys. Saka knows what to play, knows what to do.
Mm,
If he came to Man United, he's not getting that drill. He's going to give the ball to flipping Bruno, expect it back, and Bruno's going to be shooting from 40. Like, he's not going to be happy at United, Saka, despite the fact that he's a good footballer. So it always matters how the team sets up if it's conducive to how you want to play football.
yeah, that's true.
You know, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. England, just like France, in my opinion, but England much worse. They're not setting the world alight at all.
No.
At all. So let's just do something quickly before we leave the stream. I think are the group stages finished now almost? Might have one more day, maybe,
Might be
of
20.
group games. So now we got to pick our top two teams. Two teams that we think are going to win the World Cup. I mean, the Euros.
Oh wait, there's a few more.
So we've got two more groups. We've got the Portugal group to play and the Belgian group to play.
Yes, tomorrow.
All right. The two teams, I'm going to say three.
3.
Yeah. I'm going to say Spain, Portugal, Germany. One of those three.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any. There's no other clear outliers to pick. I don't think. Like,
No, there is. It's France.
oh no, yeah, sorry, sorry. I was gonna say I was gonna put France,
Yeah.
Germany, oh, and Spain. Oh,
All right.
no, I don't know, but I keep thinking about Pepe and Portugal a lot, and I'm like, Portugal. I've liked how they played a little bit, even though I don't like Ronaldo. Oh yeah, that's a tough one because Portugal's got deep squad. No, no, I can't decide now. I need 4. I'm joking.
I've done. I've just picked the two teams that, three teams that kind of play the best attacking football. I haven't really, I didn't even think about structure and defensive structure, but I'm gonna stick with my three. I think the winner will come out one of those three. Based on what I've seen for France, I was they still can win it,
Yeah, you're right, but they are
but
struggling. They might struggle. They will struggle. Sorry,
yeah,
without their bench.
yeah.
Like,
I always listen. Like France, without they haven't replaced Paul Pogba. And in a way, I'm kind of glad this is happening because Paul Pogba is disrespected. Like when France won the World Cup, was it World Cup they won? Yeah, yeah, World Cup.
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
France won the World Cup, everyone kept talking about Mbappe, and I'm like, hold on a second. Mbappe scored a lot of goals, but this is what I'm trying to say. Like, go, all you got to do is score goals, and you become the best player. Paul Pogba was France's best player in that
Oh
tournament.
yeah, people are saying that now that
In
they
that
miss him.
in that tournament, Paul Pogba was the best player because he didn't score the goals, and Mbappe scored the goals. Mbappe is the best. Do you know what I'm saying? It's how people's brains work. That's
Yeah.
fine. Goal scorers will always get most of the plaudits. They say goal scoring is the hardest thing to do and all these things, which is fair. And Mbappe is a great player. He's amazing. Let's not get it twisted. But the passes that Paul Pogba was playing to this guy, like Paul, like when he played for France, especially next to Kante, pick the ball up from like edge of his own box, drive past two players, smack a 40-yard pass right to Mbappe's feet, right in his path, perfect for him. Mbappe would run on, score. Rabiot's not doing it.
Mm,
Kante's not doing that.
no.
Nobody on this fucking planet, yeah, unless your name's Pirlo or something, is doing that.
Mm.
So it's time for us to, when we see excellence, just understand what we're seeing and let's call it out as excellence. You know, that's all I'm saying. And unless they replace, I know Camavinga, I personally would play Camavinga instead of Rabiot.
Yeah, I like Camavinga.
I'll play him. I'm not saying he's as good as Pogba and all these things, but you can't play Rabiot and Kante, man. You can't. You can't.
You need the one that's like ding ding ding.
Mm-mm.
See like
You need someone to. You need someone to unlock the defense.
yeah.
And France, they haven't replaced Paul Pogba. They haven't.
No.
And everyone keeps talking about they're the favourites. They're the favourites because they got Mbappe. And I'm like, well,
Huh.
Mbappe can't. We've seen what happens with PSG. PSG have not won a Champions League, and they had Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. And the reason why they didn't win the Champions League, even though they had the three best players in the world, is because of their midfield. You can have those three players, but if you can't get the ball to them,
Yeah.
then great,
Yeah.
great.
I remember that.
It is what it is. So France, without a Pogba or a Pogba-like replacement or somebody, some sort of magician, they look dead. And the thing about Pogba, he's a cheat code. Pogba can do the same shit, yeah, that at number 10, like a David Silva could do. All the little dinks, all the little, and he can do what Kante does and tackle. He's fake. He's fake, and that's why he's always misunderstood. When he played it as a DM for Man United, people would be saying, "Oh my God, we're wasting Paul Pogba. He's so good going forward. He's so good going forward. Let's play him further forward." And then when we play him further forward, it's like, oh, but we need him further back because when he plays further forward, there's no one to give him. There's no one to get the ball
Yeah, to him.
to him
Yeah, yeah.
because he's the one that does that. So
That's
when
what.
we played further forward for United, it was like, oh, but who's gonna get the ball to Pogba? So then it's like he gets abuse. He's like,
Yeah.
you can't win.
He had.
You've got the best footballer, arguably, on the planet at the time, and you're just taking the piss out of him. No.
I remember so many games when he is playing further forward, but the way the game was going by halftime, he had to drop back.
Yeah,
He
I've
had
seen
to
it.
go.
I'm a Man United fan. I saw it. I
I
saw it.
remember that season.
I saw it. And then when he goes forwards and I don't know concedes possession and the team scores, it's like, where's Paul Pogba? Graham Souness. Where's Paul Pogba? He's not tracked back. He needs to sprint back. And I'm like, bro, you can't always sprint back. There's gonna be sometimes he loses the ball, just like Bruno does, and we concede. When Bruno loses the ball and we concede, it doesn't matter. When Pogba lost the ball and we concede, it's like, oh, Pogba, boo, we hate you, racism, N-word,
Yeah.
No, man, it's yeah. These people need to get shot. These people are weird. But it is what it is, man. France ain't gonna win
Yeah, I don't think they
until
will.
they just know either sort out their team, play Camavinga. If they're not gonna do that, then I don't know if France are gonna do anything, this tournament. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, guys. I think we're done out here, man. We are done out here, and we gonna end the stream.
Yeah.
So we might be back. Well, have we got one set up for tomorrow? I don't know.
No, well, I can set up now. We'll just watch the Turkey and the 8 o'clock game, basically.
Yeah. Turkey, yeah.
Turkey, yeah.
Sean Paul and Sasha. Turkey, yeah. All right, peace out, guys, man. We will see you guys probably tomorrow at the same time,
See you
in a
guys.
better mood, good night's sleep, and happier person. Happier person. A more pleasant person. Psych!
Bye. Oh yeah, guess what I figured out
Have
how
a
to
good
do?
time.
Watch this. Does it do it? I realized when you do the symbol, it does it on.
All right, so what else can we
And
do?
when I did this earlier, it did rainbows. So put your hand like that. Or, when I did it like that, it did like
All right,
these
let's
balloons.
do another one. Thumbs down.
Oh, it does work.
What else can we do? Butterfly.
That's what Mbappe does as well when he scores.
Oh man.
We'll find out more what you can do. Can you do that? I don't think heart works. I don't know how you do it.
Oh yeah. There you go. It did. Hearts. Loads of them just flew. Cause it.
Oh. Ah. Oh,
That's crazy. What else? What else can we do? Jesus.
let's see if it does anything.
Jesus is Lord.
No, it doesn't do.
No.
Oh no! That didn't do
It
anything.
doesn't do anything. So that's thumbs up, hearts. What about? I don't know.